Yes, prophet, because prophet means to give a message, to give a message. And anybody can give a message. It's like a seer. It's like a seer. So anybody can give a message. One of the minor prophets. He was a prophet and he was also something else. So how are we sure? So, but we know that women are not respected. Well, let me not say respected, but wọn fi bẹ́ẹ̀ obìnrin ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ní kò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ní I don't want to use the word value because I'm not there, so mi ò mọ their cultural thing, but I'm pé they trace the genealogy of their history through the male.
In later Christianity, àwọn tó ń pè ní prophetesses wọ̀nyẹn, later Christianity bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní persecute wọn, wọ́n pè wọ́n ní sorcerers.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Christianity ò value obìnrin wọn ò value, Paul ò value obìnrin, wọn ò value obìnrin rárá, yàtọ̀ sí service positions. Ìtorí ẹ̀ lọ́ ṣe yọ gbogbo àwọn Gospel of Mary Magdalene kankan yẹn tó yọ wọ́n tó ṣe pàlì wọn mọ́ Bible.
World generally, the Western world generally, historically, obìnrin ò ní value. Ẹnujọ́ mẹ́ta yìí, it's like, okay, fight for women's rights, because there was no right before. That's the reason why you have to fight for human rights. It's because wọn ní ìgbà wo lobìnrin ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa vote, lobìnrin vote nílẹ̀ yìí. Ìgbà lobìnrin vote ní Europe. When? I don't even think it's up to 200 years. I don't even think it's up to 100 years. I don't even think it's up to 100 years.
1923.
You see? So ìgbà lobìnrin ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa vote,
because they needed them for the war. They needed the support for the war.
Yeah, so we know.
Yeah, because that's Romans 16. I do another reference where Paul recognized women, and called them fellow workers. So is that not valuing them or honoring them?
Which service position?
Our worker for toilet.
Tó bá value wọn, àwọn náà ní gospel.
Ẹ tún wá mi ìgbé jáde, àwọn tó ń fọ toilet tó ń nà àga ní church. Àwọn number we my fellow worker ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ẹ tún mú mi jáde.
In those days.
Yes, sir.
Mo bẹ̀ wọ́n nírú, ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n nírú.
Ṣé wọ́n ní àga ni? Ṣé wọ́n lága ni? Ṣé wọ́n lága?
Ta ló ń ṣe oúnjẹ fún wọn?
Àwọn máa jẹun.
Tó bá cherish wọn ni àwọn náà ní gospel. Tó bá respect wọn wá ní gospel.
In fact, tí ẹ bá ka the gospel of Mary Magdalene, ẹ máa realize pé Mary Magdalene was one of Jesus' disciples.
Okay, can I divert a little bit? Just a little.
I'm going, sir.
Permit me. All right. So, 2 John, the pastor of the book that John wrote it to is a woman, only to Our Lady. The lady cannot be a man. 2 John or 3 John? 2 John. Only to Our Lady. So the early apostles recognized women. Wait.
2 John, obìnrin ló tún cover Mr. Igo.
Ó kọ́ sóbìnrin tẹ́ bá kọ́, only to Our Lady, our mother.
Ẹ ó kọ́ sóbìnrin pé kí ni kan ṣe.
Pé only church yẹn, that's what it means.
Kàn lọ dáná ni.
Ẹ kàkà bá ṣe
bóyá wọ́n bí àwọn yìí à ń bọ̀ lọ dáná o.
Okay, 2 John chapter, just one chapter, verse 2. Only the elder to the elect lady and our children, lady and our, whom I love in the truth, and not only I, but also those who have known the truth, because of the truth which abides in us and will be with us forever. So he referred to the head of this church as a woman. Verse 30, only to the children of your elect sister greet you. So
Any verse 2, let's
in the
go.
Bible. Verse 2 and verse 13. No. Obìnrin church in the Bible. There could be some sprinkles of misogyny there, but obìnrin church in the Bible. Second John.
Mr. Igu.
Yes, sir.
Shemo, in the early 4th century, yes, the second John was part of the list. He exhibits to list, but he listed it among the disputed books. The book of James, Jude, 2nd Peter, 2nd and 3rd John was listed among the disputed books by the exhibits. So,
Second John chapter 1 verse no, verse 1. Only the elder unto the elect lady. Only the elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, are not I only, but also all they that have known the truth. Verse
5, verse 13, no.
Verse 5, can I say, only, and now I beseech thee, lady, Emagbo, only not as though I wrote a new commandment unto thee. Emagbo, not as though I wrote a new commandment unto thee. I don't want to say, our commandment of the full one saying here, oh, he stand. Only, but that which we had from the beginning, that we love one another.
So we treat each other equally.
Commandment
love letter lele you.
Exactly.
Kò mí pé olórí church ni woman yẹn o, love letter ló ń kọ sí ẹ̀ka dáadáa.
Bóyá ara àwọn tí ó fún lẹ́pọ̀n nínú ìjọ.
Alábàádó ẹ̀ ni.
Apostle John cannot do that, man.
Or personally.
Ṣé virgin ni John ni?
Àmì ọmọ
Ṣé virgin ni John ni?
A gbọ́dọ̀ assume.
John yẹn kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ́ òun náà mọ Jésù rí o. Ọmọlẹ́yìn Paul ni.
That book,
No, the same John, local, the same John.
No. That's not true. That's not true.
No. Okay, thinkers, help me 1 second. Help me 1 second.
But John ọmọlẹ́yìn Paul ni John now. John àti Luke.
John Mark nìyẹn, ó yàtọ̀.
Thinkers, sí John eléyìí.
Mọ́tò wa ẹ wo nǹkan. Tẹ́ bá ka the book of John gangan.
I'm doing something sensitive.
There's an emphasis on love. There's an emphasis on love. Tebaka 1st John, there's an emphasis on love. 2nd John, emphasis on love. 3rd John, emphasis on love. Kò lè jẹ́ coincidence or kò lè jẹ́ different people ló kọ́.
Àná oníṣekúṣe ni ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn bí Songs of Solomon náà ni.
No, divine love lòun sọ ń pa agape òun sọ love.
Divine náà ni ẹ máa gara yín bẹ̀.
So only that we love ourselves.
Ìmàgbọ́ verse ìgọ́ta àǹkà yẹn gan ṣé Paul ló kọ́ ni?
Mo fẹ́ dá address to John.
No. Ṣé Paul ló kọ́?
No. John ló kọ́ ilé.
So èèyàn okay ẹ̀yẹ́ ká gbà báyìí pé èèyàn gidi ni John Paul lórí burúkú ni ẹ̀yẹ́ ká gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
No. So we assume that obìnrin lead church kan in this text.
According to Paul gbà John ló sọ̀rọ̀ bí ìyá àsọ̀pá Paul. According to Paul gbà. Although love letter ni àgbà lọ́wọ́ tán ṣùgbọ́n for the context of pé ta ni Paul kì í ṣe Paul ló kọ́ náà so a lè gbà yẹn lọ́wọ́ yín because Paul ó kọ so many rubbish tó bá tún wo Ephesians chapter 5:22-24 ọ̀nà ló tún kọ́ pé wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. For him, ní Colossians chapter 3 verse 18, ó tún ní wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as it is fit in the Lord. First Corinthians ẹ̀kọ́ náà tàtúkà náà, the same thing. So Paul, lóòótọ́ àti òdodo, ó wait àwọn obìnrin, ẹ má ẹ̀ka parọ́. Kò yẹ ká máa drag àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ síwájú jù. Paul, ó wait àwọn obìnrin. So ẹ̀ka pè lórí ẹ̀.
Strong word, man. Actually, so over place order. Even today we know that in families, man and woman are equal, but your column make some decisions. Your column even if they have two contrary opinions, they have to go for one of the opinions. So
yeah, they go for the best. It doesn't matter who brought it.
Yeah, but in most cultures, it's still man follow. So, but modern
misogyny no now.
Don't change. So,
misogyny.
Culture, only their culture they Paul address so that it doesn't cause too many chaos or uproar in the system.
Ó lè jẹ́ kì í ṣe pé bóyá ẹ mọ̀ pàtó. Àní Paul hate àwọn obìnrin kí ló dé tẹ̀ ń support ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí.
But it's as if Paul was married.
Àwọn Christian denominations kan ti ń kúrò lẹ́yìn Paul gan pàápàá. Wọ́n ní Sermon on the Mount làwọn dìmú pé gbogbo èyí tí Paul sọ yẹn ó sọ sápò ara ẹ̀ ni.
I even have a theological debate that somebody said that Paul is mad. Paul need mental problem. A professor of theology, so but
of course. I know gbogbo nǹkan tó kọ now. Some of it contradicts ti Jésù. Torí ẹ̀ lọ ṣe ń kúrò lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Torí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tẹ̀ ṣì ń di Paul mú Paulinity ló yẹ ká máa pè yín kì í ṣe Christianity.
But tí ò bá sí Paul kò sí Christianity.
Ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ ti rí pé irọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀.
No. What? So that's it. But we recognize Obi is at least open on the fellow workers. So
in fact, gan kọtẹ sọnsìn máa pè ní blasphemy. Pé tí ò bá sí Paul kò sí Christianity. Jésù ńkọ́?
We don't have a. So what I mean is, so Paul will explain salvation for our believers.
Torí wọ́n parọ́ fún yín ní kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ salvation.
So without
Old Testament, ẹ dúró náà bàbá Egu. Nǹkan tí Old Testament mean ní pé kán save àwọn ọmọ Judea lọ́wọ́ àwọn Romans. Saviour tó ń dúró dè nìyẹn. Kó wá free wọn from Roman Empire, from Roman rule. Paul ló wá sọ di spiritual salvation. Tọ́rọ̀ mi yé yín torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ build religion yẹn fún yín ni. So tẹ́ bá ti sọ pé tí ò bá sí Paul kò sí Christianity, that is exactly right. Because Jesus did not come for you. He came for the house of Judah. Ó fẹnu ara ẹ̀ sọ. Paul ló create Christianity fún yín kì í ṣe Jesus. So you are exactly right. Tí ò bá sí Paul kò sí Christianity. Ṣé dẹ̀ ti rí pé idol worshiping lẹ́ ń ṣe báyìí? Paul is your idol.
Paul will explain salvation fún wa. The most salvation without Paul.
Kò torí kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ló device ẹ̀ láti fi create religion. You are all idol worshippers. You are worshiping Paul.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé religion tí Paul gbé kalẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ṣe kì í ṣe religion tí Jésù gbé kalẹ̀?
No, Jesus ni o, but Paul will explain it for us because.
No now because ọ̀rọ̀ tí Jésù sọ pé kẹ́ máa ṣe Paul ó takò náà.
Okay, I can fún yín example kan kí tó máa lọ kí tó sáà lọ comment section. So before before Jesus and after before the cross and after the cross. Nígbà táwọn kékeré a máa ń play Mario. Tí àwọn èèyàn bá ti jump sórí flag yẹn, wọ́n máa jump sínú ilé. So the cross is like that. Once you climb the cross, you are victorious. So before Jesus, we didn't have a record of that. After the Jesu kú lórí igi, then we need people to explain. But nǹkan tí death and resurrection nǹkan tó mean gangan lélẹ̀, and that's what Paul did.
Àní Paul ló create religion fún yín. Ẹ ṣe Skelly ní comment section. Wọ́n ní how should Paul be the one to explain Jesus? Why not his disciples? Paul ló pàdé Jésù rí now. Torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé tẹ́nìkan bá sọ pé òun lálàá sí òun rí Jésù sọ báyìí fóun. Ṣé máa gbàgbọ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀ní gbàgbọ́? Kí ló dé tẹ́ wá ń gba Paul gbọ́? He's a usurper, he's a fake. 419 ní Paul. Ó wá gbára dé ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn disciples ni láti fi change teaching Jésù yín. Ó dẹ̀ change it successfully. Ẹ dẹ̀ ṣì ń tẹ̀lé.
òun ló fún wa Christian, òun ló explain ẹ̀ fún wa, so without him you understand.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 17 to 18. Only think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy but to fulfill.
Go and take.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Then Paul was offering in Romans 6:14. Only for sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under the law, but under grace. This I have not come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. Paul offering you are no longer under the law, but under grace. Ní Matthew chapter 5, verse 38 to 39. Only Jesus ni, ye have heard that it had been said, an eye for an eye. But I say unto you, resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him for the other also. Kini Paul also in Romans chapter 13, verse 4. Only, for he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that, if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Jesus teaches no retaliation, but Paul acknowledges government sanctioned punishment and even violence as divinely approved. Tó tún wo ó ní ẹ̀kọ́ mo ti gbàgbé ẹ̀ tí Jésù fi ní lè divorce unless bóyá pé ìṣẹ́dá ọkùnrin yẹn tàbí obìnrin yẹn tí ó ṣe àgbèrè kẹ́ tó lè divorce. Paul wá sọ tiẹ̀ pé kò mean lè divorce tó bá wù yín, kò matter. So ṣé Paul ń tẹ̀lé ni àbí Jésù? Ẹni ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé Jésù, ṣùgbọ́n Paul ó contradict ọ̀rọ̀ Jésù. Àwọn kìíní ẹ̀ pọ̀, ó tún ní ẹ̀kọ́ náà tó nípa circumcision náà. Nípa circumcision, Paul ní kò matter, Jésù ni ó matter. So ṣé Jésù lẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé ni àbí Paul? Ẹ̀yin Christians ẹ̀kan ṣe kí ni ẹ̀kan deceive ara yín ni.